Colby Covington, what brings you to Jacksonville?
Well, what brings me to Jacksonville is, originally I thought I was going to be the backup fighter. I thought I was going to be weighing in, but, both guys, it's clear they don't want to fight me. It's not quantum physics. These guys are scared to fight me, so they don't want to fight me here, even if it's on short notice. They don't want to fight me if they win. So, I still came to see in attendance. I'm next for the welterweight title shot. Doesn't matter who wins on Saturday night. Doesn't matter if they want to retire on Saturday night. I'm fighting for that welterweight title. My next fight is what Dana White said. So, I'm going to give the people what they want.
I know you've been saying that for a while, that it's definitely you getting the next shot. But to hear Dana White say that and confirm it multiple times this week, has that been reassuring, or is it just let you know that you're already in the right?
Yeah, it lets me know I'm already in the right. I knew that this is what's next. I should be fighting for a title. I'm the people's champion. I'm the America's champion. I'm Donald Trump's favorite fighter. So, it's only a matter of time until I get locked in there with that welterweight title on the line. Doesn't matter who it's going to be. You already hear Marty Fake Newsman making excuses. He might walk away. He might retire. He doesn't want to fight me, plain and simple. There's no right or wrong of what he wants to do, but he knows he doesn't want to fight me. And we know what his ingredient label is. He's 100% bitch made. And that bitch is made in Nigeria, Texas.
And what about if Jorge wins? Do you think you'll finally get that fight? I know it's one you've wanted for a while. Even if you couldn't get to Kamaru, you were saying, well, I'll take the Masvidal fight instead. If he wins, he was talking about maybe doing a third fight with Kamaru instead. Is that a tell to you, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the tell is the writing's on the wall. The last 8 months, Dana White tried to make this fight. He wanted to make me and journeyman Street Judas Masvidal for the Ultimate Fighter. Give the fans a real treat. That would have been probably the best season of Ultimate Fighter in the history of the sport, but he didn't want to give the fans what they want. He refused a 7-figure payday and an Ultimate Fighter spot with the biggest grudge match in all of the sport. Guys that used to be best friends, guys that trained together for 8 years, and now he's hiding. So it's plain and simple. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to, give the fans what they want. They want this fight. This fight is such a serious beef on a silver platter, but he doesn't want to give that fans the fight. So, I don't anticipate him ever fighting me in his career. He will definitely walk away from the sport before ever fighting me because he knows what will happen. I'll rearrange his face.
I want to ask you a question. When was the last time you and Jorge Masvidal had a conversation?
It was 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago when I was in the locker room and I just beat Rafael Dos Anjos for the interim title. And the president had called me that day, and I think he saw all the hype I was generating. He didn't like that. He has a big ego, and he couldn't put his ego aside for the friendship. And he didn't like that I was getting in the spotlight more and I was rising above him in the ranks. And he just started talking out of nowhere. He started saying that he wanted to fight for his kids and he'd fight anybody for his kids. But come to find out, the guy's a piece of shit. He doesn't care about his kids. I was just with his ex-wife yesterday. His ex-wife, I put all the pictures on Instagram, Twitter. If you go look at the internet, we know that Google is complete fake news because if you look at the internet and what Google says, it says Jorge Masvidal's wife is Iman Kawa and the mother of his children is Iman Kawa. Iman Kawa, Melky Kawa, and Abraham Kawa, the first-round management sister. You're whoring out your sister on Google and putting her as Jorge Masvidal's wife and the mother of his children? That's a complete lie. The mother of his children and his wife that is still on his marriage certificate today, they're not divorced yet, is Maritza Collado, Maritza Masvidal. So, the truth is Jorge Masvidal is a piece of shit father. He's a piece of shit fighter, and I hope I get to expose him in front of the whole world soon.
I think you kind of just took this to a new level of deep there, Colby. I mean, is this something that it's gotten worse between you because of the back and forth between you, or did it immediately get this serious between you when you first fell out?
Yeah, it immediately got pretty serious. Well, no, it didn't immediately get serious. It's kind of been a slow build, slow digs here and there. He's tried to undercut me in negotiations, saying I was a crotch sniffer, saying, stuff that just ain't true. I'm coming with truth. I'm coming with facts. And I think that's why the fans like me, because they see the realness that I bring and they see the fakeness that Jorge brings. Everything he said he was against, this character, this and that. Dude, you're being everything you said you weren't going to be. So that's why a lot of fans are turning on him, and now you're taking sides with Jake Paul, the guy who was talking shit about the whole entire MMA community and trashed on all the fighters, and you're out here being best friends with the guy. Like, it's just that he's a complete clown. He's fake as shit, and I want to expose him in front of the whole world in that UFC octagon.
Will you be in attendance tomorrow night?
Of course. I'll be front row with the best seat in the house, sitting next to Uncle Dana White to see who my next victim is, because we know it's not going to be the champion tomorrow night. You're just going to be my next victim.
I'm almost scared to ask, will Mrs. Masvidal be in attendance with you? Or
You know, me and Miss Masvidal, we've been talking. She might be in attendance. She might be at my next fight, front row, watching me hopefully destroy her soon-to-be ex-husband. But we know that they're still married as of this point, and they have their 2 children together. So the thing is, I'm chaos. I'm unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where I'm going to be, and you don't know who I'm going to show up with. So I can't reveal the details if Miss Masvidal will be there with me tomorrow night.
Okay, we'll wrap up on this one. I appreciate the time. When you look at that main event tomorrow, you trained with Jorge, you fought Kamaru for 25 minutes. How do you see that fight going? Who do you think walks away the winner?
Yeah, that fight's going to play out 10 out of 10 times the same way it did the first time. You know, it's going to be a 50-43. It's going to be an ultimate footsie championship. Marty's going to be whispering sweet nothings in his ear when he's got him up against the cage playing ultimate footsie championship. But this is the ultimate fighting championship. This isn't the ultimate footsie championship. So whoever wins tomorrow night is not the champion. They got to go through me to be the champion. So, you know, good luck to whoever wins tomorrow night. You're my next victim, and you're going to get destroyed.